Are you guys interested in some buyer beware talk? Like, what are the deals that you kind of said, "Ooh, like, why did you do that?" Because there's two teams in particular, and it's more like their deadline on the whole that I have in mind.
Yeah, go
And
for it.
I had to double check. So been lots of Edmonton talk because their deals kind of wait. We have the Jari one early, and then you have the Connor Murphy deal for a second round
Oh,
pick,
how'd that go
offloading
last night as
Mangiapane for
well?
Dickinson. Yeah,
How'd that
okay.
go last night as well?
So
Uh,
that Mangiapane deal, right? You're sending Mangiapane and a first to Chicago. You get Dickinson and Colton Dock. And that the basis of this deal is that you're getting off Mangiapane's 3.6 million next year. All right, so there we go. We have a price established for what it takes to get off 3.6 million in 2027. I had to double check this. Ryan Strome. What did it take the Anaheim Ducks to get off Ryan Strome's $5 million? And just so everyone knows, he only has 9 points for the Ducks this season. Like, he's not been good. What did it take for the Ducks to get off of Ryan Strome's $5 million for next year?
a seventh round pick. But
I don't know if I
here's the
have to
thing.
say
No, here's the
anything
thing.
else.
Here's the
But
thing, though.
okay, what's the thing? Tell me,
Calgary
please.
also needs
Jason
to get to
Dickinson's
the
worth the first? Is that
no.
Okay.
Calgary also needs to get to the cap floor. That's a part of it. Like the fact
No,
that
no,
Calgary.
I'm just talking about like the Calgary part of it. What? Like, it's more about Anaheim and the pressure to get off of that money. It took them a 7th round pick. Like, did the Ducks never talk? I listen, I get they are competing, so maybe that means that the Ducks would never, or the Oilers wouldn't do a deal with the Ducks, whatever. And
Well, they
okay,
didn't
but
even give up a 7th round pick. They got a 7th round pick. Like, you
yeah,
know what I mean? Like,
yes,
so there's
yes,
a
yeah. It
difference
actually
there. They
cost
didn't
them
even give up
nothing.
a
Yeah,
pick.
they
Like
got something.
they literally just gave up. And it's not like they're a team that's in cap hell right now. They had
Yeah.
$44 million of cap space after they made the John Carlson deal left.
What would it have cost the Oilers to just send Mangiapane to Chicago without getting back Dickinson and Colton Dock? Like, were those two so important to the deal that it inflated the price from whatever to a first round pick? So that's the first one I had to point out. Like, it was already, when the Mangiapane trade happened, we were already like, okay, what's going on here? But yeah, that Strome trade, yeah, that one really highlights it for me. And then Buffalo, the two moves that they make 2 trades. Actually, sorry, they make 3
They
trades
made
yesterday.
3 trades, yeah.
They make actually, sorry, 2 of them are March 5th, one is March 6th in the deadline period. First they get Sam Carrick from the Rangers, costing them a 3rd and a 6th. Sam Carrick also has another year on his deal, $1 million. Okay. Logan Stanley and Luke Shen from the Jets for Isaac Rosen, 22-year-old prospect, a 2nd rounder and a conditional 4th, and Jacob Bryson. And then a 7th for Tanner Pearson. I look at this deadline period for the Sabres, and I basically just say, like, outside of, we know the Parayko thing and how that fell through, there has to be more trades that fell through where other players had Sabres on their no trade clause and no move clause, because this legitimately looks like we had to go and get anyone that has no trade protection and bring them in, because everyone we tried to get said no to us. I love the Sabres this year, love their story, don't love their deadline.
I think the Sabres, this is going to be a situation where it's going to take a couple of years to get off the people's no trade list. Like it's going to be more than just like prove to us this year that you're in the playoffs. It's going to have to be like you're at least 2 to 3 years of you're in the playoffs battling for players to take them off their no trade list. And that's kind of what you're seeing this year. I would assume that's kind of the reason why Parayko wouldn't waive, obviously the family side as well for Parayko, but I kind of disagree because I do like the addition of Logan Stanley and Luke Shen. I do. I think that makes their decor a lot scarier. They got 7 NHL defensemen that you can roll out. Like, it's a very deep decor now, and I do like the fact that they are massive on the back end as well. I'm pretty sure the smallest guy now is like 6'3". So it's just
Scarier is the right word. I mean, if Luke Shen or Logan Stanley was in that game against the Penguins, maybe someone's getting some retaliation on
you
Evgeny
know what I
Malkin.
mean? Like, and like that's also a thing as well. Like, you look at that Buffalo team. What's the one thing like you always think about? Like, they have Greenway for toughness, but outside of that, they don't really have anyone on the back end that was going to stand up for anyone. Luke Shen will stand up for people. Logan Stanley's not afraid to chuck knocks. Like these guys are tough, and I do think this is something that Buffalo needed, and I'm happy that they got it because I think that it makes them a team that like I don't want to face them in the playoffs if I'm a team like the way that their forward group is playing and their defense. I don't think it's worth facing them in the playoffs. That is a scary team.
Yeah, I mean, you can pretty much look at Buffalo and say they probably feel good with what they've got. Like Parayko was probably the cherry on top for them. Everyone, when we all thought that deal was going to be consummated, everyone was looking at that decor going, "Is this the best in the league? Is this one of the most, unique teams now?" And they played so well with the group that they have that I can understand the idea of thinking, "Hey, we're still projecting to grow at some point. We don't need to, try to throw assets around for somebody that they maybe didn't want or that things, kind of settled on." So I don't know.